From 30 viewers to 45. This was probably the hardest jump to make. I had to have a huge mindset shift, and it's likely that you will have to as well. So we're gonna go over that mindset shift. Then we'll talk about what you can do to get past it as well. What's up streamers, it's Ashley and we're all about helping you pursue your dreams and learn to stream. This is the third video in a series about how to go from 0 to 75 viewers on Twitch. Or I guess like it works for really any streaming platform for the most part. I'm actually really enjoying this series. I hope you are too. What was that laugh? It sounded so fake. Caviar. Okay. I feel like 30 viewers is one of the most common places to get stuck. In this situation, you're able to communicate well on your stream, and you have some kind of value that people are actually coming to your channel for. But for some reason, you just can't push it to the next level. Make sure you hit subscribe and click the bell to join the Yam fam. We got a check mark now, so it's like, we're official, right? We're official. Hey, we're official over there. Okay, there's nobody over there. 30 viewers consistently is actually a great start. I mean, let's be honest, a lot of people even struggle to get to that level. So if you're here, congratulations, hey! It's a decent amount of leverage. You have some kind of entertainment value, but some things could still be holding you back. I hate this desk because anytime I hit it, my entire setup just goes So just like we mentioned in the first video, making friends is really huge here. You should be so focused on making friends throughout this entire journey. So make sure you're still splending. Okay, so make sure you're still spending plenty of time in other communities that you enjoy. Get to know people. Don't just go in there and leech viewership. That's not what I'm saying. Go in other streams looking to serve. Be the viewer that you would want. Contribute. Think about what the streamer needs and do the thing. That's really it. I mean, you just make friends, right? Just like be a cool person, you know? You know, because you are freaking cool. Okay, let's go. When you're around 30 viewers, you probably also know what kind of content works best for you. It's not Fortnite, it's not PUBG, probably not League of Legends. Do people still play that? Should I just say like World of Warcraft instead? That's the big one right now. Now, of course, that's not to say that you can't build anything in these directories, but it is going to take you 3, 5, 7, 12, 300,000 times longer than someone who is streaming a non-saturated game. So I'm assuming here that you followed what we said in the last video. You know, that part where I told you like, just jump around, try new things, just figure it out. Hopefully you did, because it's time to use that information. Obviously here, do more of the stuff that works for you and less of the stuff that doesn't. Now, even if it works for you, don't stream the content if it's making you freaking miserable, okay? If you don't enjoy it, people will pick up on that. But your best move here is streaming the content that gets you the best numbers, enjoying yourself, and trying to bring something a little bit different to the space. You don't even really need to be super unique here. There are plenty of streamers in this area who just have a really dope personality. Unfortunately, not all of us do. Oh, I don't know. Seems like I'm ragging on you, but it can be developed. So here is what you do. We need to work on your charisma, because no one wants to watch a wet mop personality on a webcam. But the good news, okay. You know what I'm getting at here? The good news? Okay, cool. You're probably pretty comfortable with the camera at this point, and talking. You just need a little bit of tweaking. A huge opportunity for a lot of streamers here is just shifting your focus. Literally where your eyes are. Don't look at chat when you're responding to chat. I mean, at 30 viewers, your chat probably isn't even that incredibly busy. Busy enough to where you'd need to do that anyways. So bring your attention and your eyeballs. What if I just poke myself in the eye? That wouldn't be that funny. To the camera. So what this does is it establishes a deeper connection. It makes people feel like you're looking at them, and it explodes your camera presence. That thing will skyrocket. You're the next freaking Tesla in space. I guess I'm talking to cars here, like teaching you're a car? Oh, better. Potatoes. Yes! So this one trick actually helps a lot with camera presence. But another common trap here is that you're focusing too much on what you're doing. You're focusing on the game, you're focusing on the art. What I want you to do is pull your focus away from that project and shift that focus to the people that are watching you. Now this may not make a ton of sense unless you actually see it, so let me just show you this. Here's a streamer that's focusing too much on the game.
For literally any other character, that's what they should have.
Please.
But not for D.Va.
And here's a streamer that's focusing on delivering a good viewing experience to their audience. Crow! We'll get to that in one sec, Chili. Crow, welcome to the Yam Fam. Thank you so much for joining us. I really, really appreciate you joining. 2.0, checkmark, status, baby, what up? Hey! I really, really appreciate that. You're amazing. There's a sub-only Discord and sub-only Twitter and sub-only community night. We're doing a game night tonight on Nat's channel. Okay, a Nat20 Gaming if you want to come and hang out with us. But I really, really appreciate you joining us. You really need to practice this. It is a skill. Up until this point, you've probably spent a bunch of time just like sitting and talking to chat and playing a game or making art. But when you start to play, you lose chat focus. So I want you to combine the two. Don't talk about the game. Don't annotate what you're doing. Keep talking as if you're just sitting in IRL. Remember those monologuing skills we talked about? It's time to use them. You need to implement them when you're playing. This is difficult to do, and it's gonna be difficult for everyone in the very beginning because you have to learn about 1 million new skills in order to get good at streaming. But since it's a skill, that means you get better with time. Remember also to use a question of the day. Ask a ton of open-ended questions to your viewers. Don't pressure them or force them to respond. And talk about the things that you believe in. It's really, really important for you to talk about your beliefs. Because if you don't tell people what you stand for, they will never stand behind you. They will never become these like raving fans that you want them to be. So if you're anti-racism, talk about it. If you think the Nike Colin Kaepernick ad is the best ad in the last 10 years, talk about it. If you think women should be and will be more involved in esports, talk about it. Get on your freaking soapbox about your beliefs and the things that make you passionate. Because when you do this, the people with similar beliefs are going to flock to you. And you're gonna repel the ones that don't believe the things that you don't believe. And that's a good thing. That's what you want. So yeah. It's time for you to start standing up. Now let's talk about some common pitfalls that keep you from growing here. Now the obvious one for a lot of people is that you're streaming a saturated game. And even though most people know that this is the wrong play, y'all still do it because you want to play what you want to play, which is totally fine. But if you do this and you know that there's a better option, you don't get to complain about your growth. You can't force people to watch you. You bring them to you by creating content that resonates and that's a little bit different. But if you're playing saturated stuff, you're just annotating the game, you're not different and you're not really creating anything of value. Don't take this as you're not valuable because obviously you are, but you're not creating scalable value for viewers. So at this point, you've probably also got a strong base community. But in order to attract more people, you need to be consistent. I know. Some people disagree with this, and some of you probably actually groaned when you heard me say this. But honestly, if you feel that way about consistency, it's probably because you haven't been very large yet. Consistency really helps. Can you hear that lawnmower? Do I just keep going? This is fine. So you want to be consistent. Because you become a habit for your viewers. They know when you're live, they can trust you'll be there, they're gonna show up. But if you're canceling all the time, or even if you're pushing streams back a few hours consistently, you're not creating a habit for viewership. You wanna be their nicotine. Blah. Bad analogy. Another common issue here is you do too much variety. Now we all wish that we could just play or do whatever we want all the time, but that just isn't the case. It isn't the reality of the Twitch / really any live streaming platform. No, other platforms are different. On Twitch though, variety is difficult. And there are intersections between what you want to play and what people want to watch. You just have to find them. In our last video, you started setting goals, and now is the time to start hitting them, my friends. So I've got some really good advice for you whenever you want to mobilize people to help you hit your goals. So 1, use we focus language. And 2 is speak like you are actively hitting your goals now. So what the heck does this look like? We are so close to getting a stream team. We are on the road to 500 followers and we're gonna freaking smash it. We're gonna be the fastest stream to hit 1,000 subscribers. Obviously, you have to actually believe this, but your belief is contagious. When you believe it, you influence viewership to believe it as well. And your passion for this will get people excited. Now, you can say whatever you want to say, whatever makes sense and is on brand for you. Just make people feel like they're actually part of the process. Because they are. They're the biggest part of this, actually. And this is a huge skill to have. This is a skill called mobilization. And you can't be an influencer, aka a streamer, if you can't mobilize people. If you can't get people to help you on your goals, they're not gonna buy from sponsors in the future. If you don't get them excited about sub counts, they're not going to be passionate about growing your community. Now, an issue here is that some people have a problem asking for what they want. You might feel a little weird because you might feel like you're kind of saying, oh, just give me the thing, just give it to me. But here's the thing, this isn't a selfish thing. You are only one part of your overall community. You might be the person on camera, but everyone else matters too. Your community wants to grow because they love you. They want to see you succeed. Otherwise, they wouldn't be watching you. If they don't want to see you succeed, like, they can just get TFO. I almost swore in a YouTube video. So you need to tell your community how they can best support you. If you tell them, they will follow through. You just have to lean on them. At some point, you have to stop being afraid and trust your community. So let them show you that you can trust them. I almost got that really confused there for a second, but we did it. Now, I mentioned my own mindset shift here, and this is really important. I'm actually gonna go way more in depth about my own experience at each of these viewership levels in the ebook that we're creating for this series. In fact, let me just update you on where we are in that ebook process. What up, EM fam? Hey, I hope that you're enjoying this video. I actually filmed this yesterday, and now I'm sitting down. I'm gonna show you the ebook, okay? I'm really proud of this. Like, check this out. Oh, by the way, I've never written a book before, so let me know, okay, if I'm doing this right, if I'm doing this wrong. Throw it down in the comments and just critique what I'm doing, okay, and let me know if there's a better way to do this. Writers, writing yams, I love you. You're amazing. Okay. So the ebook is basically 100% outlined. I've bullet pointed all of the important things for 0 to 5 viewers, 5 to 15, 15 to 30, 30 to 45, 45 to 60, 60 to 75, and 75 plus. And then this is the video series. So this video series and the ebook are gonna end up being a little bit different than each other? They're gonna be a little bit different. I mean, they're different just in general. The content is different, right? Whenever you're writing something, you're sitting down, you're planning everything out, you're editing a lot, you're sending it to writers, you're working with other people who have experience, and you're doing things that are very, very, very planned out. And a video is not necessarily the same way. They go more off the cuff. You kind of put more of your personality in there, and just random things happen. You mess up words and it turns into a joke, and it just, hey. So yeah, the rough draft is good to go. Now I just have to go through and actually write out sentences for each of these bullet points and kind of make a narrative. That is something that I'm actually really focused on, is I want there to be a narrative. I want you to feel like you're kind of going through a story, right? Which is a lot of work for an ebook. Most people write an ebook and they're 20 pages, but this is a book. Being a type A is like such a pain in the butt sometimes, honestly. Just kidding, I love it. It's awesome. So we're making good progress on the ebook. Yesterday, I actually filmed this video, and then today we're talking about this one, and we're about to stream, so you can kind of see, hey, can you see? I can't tell unless this thing is like flipped up. What's up? Hey! Okay, I love you so much. Thank you for hanging out with me and joining me on my journey of writing an ebook and everything else. I love you. I'll see you in the next one. Bye! So let's get back to our mindset shift. Speaking of shifting, I just shifted my camera. Whoops. So the mindset shift for me was that you can get away with a self-centered mindset up until about 30 viewers. But you can't see consistent growth if your stream is all about you. At some point, I had to shift my own focus because the stream isn't about you. And this is the realization that I had to have. Are you ready? Your success as a streamer is dictated by how well you impact other people's lives. There's actually a really great quote for this. Oh my God. Mosquito! No! You can make more friends in 2 months by becoming genuinely interested in other people than you can make in 2 years by trying to get people interested in you. Dale Carnegie, my boy! In fact, it might be a great time for you to pick up his book, How to Win Friends and Influence People in the Digital Age. I'm too lazy to go get it, so we'll just put like a picture on the screen. This is the book! So if you need some help developing charisma or making this mindset shift, hit us up on Patreon. Group coaching is $1, and the one-on-one coaching is sold out right now. Make sure you've watched the other 2 videos in this series, and I'll see you all next time where we're gonna talk about going from 45 to 60 viewers on Twitch. Okay, I love you so much. Thank you for hanging out with me and joining me on my journey of writing an ebook and everything else. I love you. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!